Oh boy. All right. Welcome in everybody to either A, Black Swan Yoga's live feed. It's the 11:30 Powerful Flow, or you're checking in from my yoga YouTube channel. Either or, I'm happy that you're here. Welcome in. Take a seat. For starters, for today, you don't necessarily need a block if you don't have one at home. You can grab like a thick book that would work as well, or maybe just use your water bottle. We're just gonna be moving or using this for some moving postures. And as well, you can always use a block anyway. As well as that, you're going to need a strap today. So if you don't have a strap like this, maybe you have a belt or just a really long towel, you can use that as well. So I'll give you just a couple seconds here to gather yourself. Maybe get your belongings. And if you're watching on YouTube, you could just pause the video. How's everybody doing today? Um, my name is Dan, and my YouTube channel is Handstand Dan if you're interested in checking it out. And for my powerful flow today, I would say just make sure that you take your breaks when necessary. All right. I'm not here to push you past your limits, but we're going to seek the discomfort and maybe push just a little past, just a teeny tiny little bit. With that being said, we'll start today in a seated position, crisscrossing your legs. Maybe bringing your arms onto your knees, palms up for receiving energy, palms down for grounding. Maybe you have one up and one down, whichever you prefer here. Shut down your eyes. Take a moment here to get in tune with your body. Deep inhale through the nose. Then a deep exhale out the mouth. Keep this deep, intentional breath going. Are there any points of tension on your inhales? Any sort of blockages in your body? What about your exhales? What are they trying to tell you? Is the air rushing out of your mouth, or is it calm, cool, and collective? Feeling the energy flow out of your hands through your fingertips, all the little intricate muscles that are within your body. From here, inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Eyes are shut down. Take a moment here to set an intention. I'll give my own intention that I've had for this week, but you're more than welcome to set your own. My intention is just spreading love. Whether it's love for yourself or love for somebody else, during tough times like what we're in right now, it's most important to just show some love and happiness. For obviously life is not easy, but that doesn't mean that it can't be a great life. Usually happiness comes when we find that challenge, that struggle that we've been looking for, and we embrace it, accept it for what it is, and move on with love and gracefulness. From here, going to come onto your hands and knees for tabletop pose. Tabletop, wrists are stacked under the shoulders, knees are stacked underneath the hips, fingers spread wide. Going to get some cat-cow here. Inhale, cow, drop your belly, bring your gaze out in front. Exhale, cat pose. Opening up the lower spine and the thoracic spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Lumbar and thoracic are waking up here. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, cat pose. Move through these cat-cows at your own pace with your own breath. Focus on your breath today. It's the main goal. During times of stress in class, when your breathing might become a little bit sporadic, Remember to intentionally come back to your inhales. Deep breaths in through the nose. Deep exhales out the mouth. From here, take a deep breath in. Tuck your toes underneath, then exhale, downward facing dog. Hike your hips up high to the sky. Feel free to pedal out your feet here. We're starting off in a downward dog very early into the practice. So if your hamstrings are a little tight, feel free to bend your knees or maybe placing your feet out a little bit wider towards the edges of your mat. Just holding your downward facing dog here. You could shut down your eyes, maybe feel into this posture. Are you pressing through all four corners of your feet? Are your hands spread wide apart, pressing through the knuckles of your fingertips or pressing into the ground? Trying to push your chest through this window. Get your ears away from your shoulders. Gaze is either right below you, maybe to your feet, or you could bring it up towards your navel. Deep breaths in. Deep breaths out. Lengthening your femur, the top of your thigh bone, up high to the sky to lengthen your spine long. Knees are drawing in towards your quad muscles, the top of your thighs. Pressing your heels into the ground from your downward facing dog. Take an inhale and lift your heels off of the mat, high to the sky. Exhale, lower them back down. Inhale, lift them high. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. 10 little baby steps. Walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back, hands to shins. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to your mountain pose. Hold here and breathe. Maybe pressing the palms together in your mountain pose. Awakening up your Pada Bandha by pressing through all four corners of your feet. Legs are lightly activated. Belly is drawing in. Arms reaching up overhead. Inhale. Grab your left wrist. Exhale, standing half moon over to the right. Keep your chest proud and lifted. Torso's engaged. Spine is long. Breathe here. Inhale, come back up to center. Switch out your grip. Grab your right wrist. Exhale on over to the left. Breathing. Holding space here, exploring your body, bumping your hip out to the right, lengthening your spine long. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, W shake back bend. Crack your heart open to the ceiling. Legs are lightly activated. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank position. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Holding this high plank. Hips are at the same level as your shoulders. Fingers are spread wide, wrists are stacked underneath the shoulders. Belly is lightly drawing in, and I'm on the very tippy toes of my feet here. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down to your belly. From here, we're going to come into a baby seal pose. So hands are underneath the chest. Inhale, straighten through your arms. Lift up your chest. If this is too much for you, you can just come into a little cobra pose. Otherwise, in seal, breathing here. Collarbone spread wide apart. Proud chest. One more deep breath in. Exhale, lower down. Tabletop to downward facing dog. Hike your hips up high to the sky. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Travel to the top of your mat. Step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise up. Exhale, standing half moon. Grab your left wrist. Reach on over. opening up the side body by breathing space into the rib cage. Your latissimus dorsi muscle, which wraps around your side body, is activated by wrapping everything into the center line. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, switch out your grip, reach on over to the left. Bump your hip out to the right. Not dumping weight here, but lengthening. Activating the latissimus dorsi muscle here, getting blood flow, circulation increase to your shoulders. Inhale, back up. Exhale, W-shaped back bend. Crack the heart open. Inhale, back up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank position. Step your feet back. Take a deep breath in. Lower down halfway. Keep the elbows glued into your rib cage. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Flip your feet. Shoelace size plant. Breathe here. If you notice thighs are engaged, collarbone spread wide apart with a proud chest. Holding here. Opening up your back. The lower lumbar spine. Lengthening through your core muscles. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hike your hips up high to the sky. Deep breath in, gaze to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold, step or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Bring your feet out to a little bit like hips width distance. Opposite arm grabs opposite elbow. Maybe a little sway side to side. Getting a nice juicy forward fold here. Connect your stomach to your thighs to lengthen your lower back. Pressing through all four corners of your feet, but bring a little bit more weight awareness to the ball mounts, the front half of your foot. Bring the crown of your head down to the ground. Switch out your grip if you've not already. Today we're going to be exploring some postures and maybe exploring them a little bit longer than you would prefer. So there is room for growth here today. You can always opt out at any point in time, but I challenge you to find that discomfort and push through it today. It doesn't have to be the most drastic of changes, but just a subtle little switch in your mentality can be all the difference in the world. Inhale, halfway lift. Shimmy your feet to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to your mountain pose. Then exhale, press the palms together this time. Reach on over to the right. Squeezing your latissimus dorsi muscles, squeezing the rib cage in towards each other. Breathing. Deep breaths in, lengthen you. Exhales, reach over further. Proud chest, long spine. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, over to the left. Holding the space. Breathing into it. Opening up your diaphragm. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, W-shaped back bend. Crack your heart open to the sky. And then inhale it up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, flow through your chaturanga, high to low plank. Lowering down, then upward facing dog. Inhale. And downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Drop your back knee down. And then take a deep breath in. Exhale, half split. Straighten your front leg. Flex your toes towards your face. Waking up your hamstring muscles. Slightly your calf muscles here. Keep the toes flexed. With an inhale, walk your hands out to the right-hand side of your mat. The further out you reach, the deeper of an IT band stretch you're going to get. That's the muscle that wraps around the side of your leg. Inhale, slowly walk back to center. Exhale, plant your right foot down. Then Coming back to your three-legged dog, so lift your left knee high. Inhale, three-legged dog, right leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Actually, let's get one more nice little bit of work here. Inhale, right leg high. Bend the knee, circle out your hip. Going clockwise, then counterclockwise. Get a nice little WD-40 for your hips, a little lubrication. Getting them ready to move. Inhale, right leg high. Flex your toes down towards the ground here. Activating your glute and side glute muscles, which in turn actually helps decompress the lower back, because if you have the foot out to the side, the lower back starts to compress in. So keep the toe pointed down. Take a deep breath in, reach 1 inch higher. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot in between. Drop your back knee down. Then take a deep breath in. Exhale, half split. Straighten your front leg. Flex your toes towards your face. Hands can be directly underneath your wrists can be underneath your shoulders. Maybe you walk your feet out in front a little bit, folding over. From here, inhale, walk your hands out to the left-hand side of your mat. Keep your toes flexed towards your face. If you want to put a block here, you're more than welcome to do so. If the ground is just a little bit too far away from you. Inhale, slowly come back to center. And exhale, plant the left foot down. Tuck your right toes underneath. Inhale, right knee lifts, left leg comes to three-legged dog. Left leg high. Flex your toes towards your face. Waking up the glute and the side glute muscles. Take a deep breath in, reach 1 inch higher. Exhale, bend the knee. Circle it out. Clockwise a couple times, then counterclockwise. Meet back in three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step or hop your feet to your hands. From here, going to grab your strap. All right, we're going to meet in the standing mountain pose. From there, I like to grab about 3 feet apart. That's a good distance for me. Going to reach the arms up overhead. All we're doing here is going forward and then behind us, trying to touch our glutes or wherever the strap lands, keeping everything extended. Opening up the shoulders here. If you want to bring it in closer, if your shoulders are like, it's not really a stretch for me, or if you want to bring it out wider, you're more than welcome to do so. Just waking up the shoulder joints. I do a lot of handstands, and I have actually a bad left shoulder. So I like to do this every morning to help reawaken it. Because if it's feeling clunky, oh boy, I've had some bad experiences. Some shoulders popping out of sockets. That good stuff. That's why you got to take care of yourself. Just get a couple more, front and back. One more, front, back. Ooh, got a pop there. Let it go. Now, to open up the shoulders a little bit more, what I want you to do, reach your arms out at shoulder height, and then spread your fingers wide, palms pressing as if the wall is connected to both sides of your mat, all right? So pressing against as if there's 2 imaginary walls. From here, it's getting some nice circular rotations. Nothing serious, nice and slow. You might already be feeling a burn in your arms. That's okay. You can go as fast or slow as you want. The slower you go, the more in control. From here, maybe increasing the distance of the circles. Nice, slow, and in control. Deep breaths. Maybe making bigger circles. From here, switch out the rotation. Go the other way. Big circles. Let's get to medium circles now. Semi-big. Oh, I'm feeling it in my shoulders. I don't know about you, but oh man. Let's get those small circles. Let's pick up the speed a little bit. And let it go. Oh boy. All right. How are your shoulders feeling? Whew. All right. I'm going to take a quick sip of water. Let's meet in a downward facing dog when you're ready. For some reason, my mouth is really dry. Okay. Here we go. So, starting in your downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, bend your knee. Going to circle it out, or maybe flip on over to a wild thing, landing on the ball mount of your lifted foot. Right arm is reaching up to the front of your mat. Inhale. Then exhale, plant your right hand down. Inhale brings your right leg high. Opening up the back and the body real quick here. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. Inhale, rise up to a high crescent pose. Holding here and breathing. Back leg is fully activated. Toes are stacked over the heels, bringing the kneecap into my quad muscle to help keep that back leg strong. Front knee is stacked over the front shin. Arms sweep up overhead. Inhale. Then exhale, warrior two. Open up your hip, spiral your back foot down to a 45-degree angle. Arms extend away at shoulder height. Gaze goes over your front hand. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Reach your right arm high. Rest your left arm down your back leg. Breathe space open between your rib cage. Breathe here. Inhale, reach 1 inch higher. Exhale, triangle pose. Shift, keep your front leg straight. Shift your top half forward. Then tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Trying to create one flat line as if you're a pancake here. Bring your right hip in. Squeezing your left glute. Squaring everything in. Left arm is reaching high. Right hand is pressing against your right shin. From here, inhale, star pose. Toes are going to go out. Heels will come in. Hands to heart center. Exhale, goddess squat. Feel free to get a little sway side to side. Waking up your hips. Moving the body. Maybe you dance it out a little bit. Maybe you got some background music going on. I have nothing due to copyright restrictions, but that's okay. You can always take my class at Black Swan Yoga whenever we come back to normalcy in life, you know? Inhale, rise up to your star pose. Then exhale, what you're going to do, come onto your heels, shift your feet forward, plant both heels down, coming into a pyramid pose from here. If you need to bump your left foot in, you're more than welcome to do so. All we're doing is folding over your front leg. Hands can come directly underneath the shoulders. Maybe you bring 2 blocks there if it's feeling a little tight. You could take any variation of this if you, as you want. If you want to press your palms together behind your back, you're more than welcome to do so. We're lengthening through, squeezing our hamstring on the front leg, lengthening through the quad on the front. Then it's the reverse on the back, squeezing through the quad, lengthening through the hamstring. From here, standing split. Going to slightly bend your front knee. Lift your left leg high. Hands are in front of your foot. Left foot is lifted. Toes are pointing down towards the ground. Internally rotate both of your thighs towards each other here. Waking up your Mula Bandha. Squeezing everything in towards the center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Drop your left foot to your right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then with the slight sliver of light in between your heels, inhale, chair pose. Bending your knees. Weight in your heels. Sweep your arms up overhead. Can you draw your belly into your spine? Lengthen your tailbone down. Keep a proud chest. Inhale. Exhale, sink 1 inch lower. Hold here. Breathe. Find your breath. Find acceptance here. Room for growth. Those voices in your head, they might be screaming at you. You just have to breathe louder than them. You're stronger than you think. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. See, the good thing that I take away from the coronavirus is that we've had it so easy for so long. And now we're going through these tough times, and people are noticing, hey, I can make it through these challenging times, and they give this opportunity for growth. If you accept it for what it is and try to move on, there's so many new doors that open up for you. Downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, flip it on over if you can. If you want to just take your hip circles, you're more than welcome to do so. Coming into your wild thing. Left foot is plants down. Left arm reaching. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your foot in between. High crescent pose. Inhale. Sweep your arms up overhead. Now, I'm squaring my chest towards the center. Pinkies spiral inwards to help activate the shoulders. From here, take a deep breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Spiral your back foot down. I want you to ground down here in your warrior two by imagining that you have a very slippery mat. So you're trying to draw your feet in towards each other without actually moving them. And also pressing through the outer edge of your back foot. Gaze over your front hand. Inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg. Lift your left arm high. Breathing space open between your side body. Activating the rib cage. Using your latissimus dorsi muscle to reach your left arm up higher. Inhale. Then exhale, triangle pose. Shift forward. Tick-tock your arms to 6 and 12. Right arm is reaching high to the sky. Pressing against a wall as if your palm was connected to a wall. Creating one flat line, which in turn we're activating by lifting through the spine, keeping it elongated. From here, inhale, star pose. Toes are going to come in, heels will go out. Hands to heart center. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Feel free to maybe come into a ragdoll position here. You can grab with your peace fingers, your big toes. Maybe a little sway side to side. What we're doing here is we're lengthening through the entire back side of your body, starting all the way down from your Achilles up through your calf to your hamstring, glutes, and then eventually through your spine, getting the crown of your head pointed down towards the ground. Take a deep breath in. Plant your hands down. Exhale. And with the flat back, inhale, rise up to your star pose. Coming onto your heels, shift your feet forward. We're going to exhale, pyramid pose. Front leg fold here. I want you pressing through all four corners of each foot. So your back leg, I want you to feel as if you're about to lift off of that foot. All right, internally rotating both of your thighs towards each other. And then externally rotating your shins outwards. This is awakening your Mula Bandha, folding over the leg, taking the same variation that you took on the other side. If that was with blocks, then so be it. Finding your place of discomfort here, room for growth. Then inhale, coming into a standing split. Right leg lifts. Slight micro bend in your standing leg, which helps introduce all of the little intricate muscles that are within your leg. It activates and fires them all up. Right toes are flexed and pointed towards the ground. Hips are squared. Strong pelvis here. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Right foot plants down to meet the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Breathe here. Exhale, sink 1 inch lower. Holding, drawing your belly in, lengthening the tailbone down. Arms reach up overhead. Gaze maybe comes towards your fingers. Your fingers. Sometimes my New York accent just comes out of me. I can't help it. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, high to low plank chaturanga. Flow through your vinyasa. And remember, you always have the option to skip your chaturanga if it's within your practice. Either way, meeting back in downward facing dog. Listen for the changes here, okay? I'm going to throw in a little curveball here and there. First, I'm going to fix my mat. Let's move that over. There we go. All right. So, down dog. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, flip it on over, wild thing. Lifting the heart up high and the chest and the hips up high with a deep breath in. Exhale, plant the right hand. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Fall in triangle. Kick your leg out. Inhales, lift the heart and the hips high. Exhale, plant the left hand down. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your foot in between. High crescent lunge, inhale. Press your palms together. Then exhale, charging warrior. Going to shift your torso forward. Coming onto the very tippy toes of your back foot. From here, what I want you to do is a little devilish. I want you to lift your right heel off the mat as well. You're on your tippy toes of both feet. Arms are reaching up, diagonal, creating one long line from your arms all the way down your back leg. 2 deep breaths. Inhale, back up to high crescent. Lower your right heel. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up your hips to the side. Ho, ho, mama. That pose. Here we go. Inhale, reverse triangle. Right arm high. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, half moon. Left foot lip comes in. Right hand plants. Left foot lifts. Maybe you bring a block out in front of you for balance. Whatever's in your practice here, okay? Left foot is lifted, pressing through the outer edge of your lifted thigh to help open up the hip just a little bit more. Holding. If you fall out of this posture, it's okay. Get right back up into it. Just because you failed doesn't mean that there's not a chance for success. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, star pose. Lower your left leg down. Toes go out, heels come in. In your star pose, squeeze your thighs, squeeze your glutes. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, then exhale, goddess squat. Sink it down low. From here, going to lift the right heel off the mat. Pulse it, little micro pulses. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right, lift the left. Pulse it out. Oh, mama. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it. Inhale, star pose. Lift off of your heels. Shift your feet forward. Coming into your pyramid pose. Exhale, fold over. Grounding down through both feet as if you're going to lift off of your back leg. Squaring the hips. Trying to bring the knees into the quadriceps. Help keep them lengthened. Inhale, standing split. Hands plant down, left leg lifts. Maybe you come into a handstand if it's within your practice, or maybe you just do a little leg lift with your left leg. Little pulses at the top. Whatever's in your practice here. Coming back down to a standing split if you're inverted. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Left leg meets the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Hold here and breathe. With each inhale, just sinking a little bit lower. Breathing into this.
Deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. All right, take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, left leg high to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, slowly flipping it over, wild thing. Left arm's reaching up high. Then exhale, plant the left hand down. Inhale, the left leg high. Exhale, step your foot, actually coming to your fallen triangle. Knee to opposite elbow, kick your leg out, open up your heart, deep breath in. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your foot in between your hands. High crescent lunge, inhale. Sweep your arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in, press the palms together. Then exhale, charging warrior. Shifting forward. From here, inhale, lift your front heel off the mat. Onto your tippy toes of both feet. Breathing here. Drawing your belly in, keeping your spine elongated. 2 breaths in. Lower the heel, inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle, left arm high. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, half moon, right foot bumps in, left hand plants down, right foot lifts. Maybe using the block if you used on the other side. Maybe you'll notice that one leg has a little bit greater balance than the other. That's okay. We're working on evening it out. Lifting your right hip high. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, star pose. Toes will come in, heels will go out. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Connect your palms. Inhale, lift up your chest. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold with your fingers bound together. This will help open up your chest. Deep intentional breathing. Maybe you activate your Ujjayi breath here by breathing in the nose and out through the nose. Sealing your lips closed, creating that wave-like sound as you exhale. Take a deep breath in. Release your bind. Exhale your hands down to the floor. Inhale, rise up, star pose. Come onto your heels. Shift your feet forward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pyramid pose. Your right foot can be out just slightly here if your back hamstring is a little tight in this pyramid pose, but just try not to bring it all the way out. Inhale, standing splits here. Hands are planted down in front of your left foot. Maybe you walk your hands in towards your foot, wrapping your left arm around your left leg, possibly both arms, or you're in your handstand hop or handstands. There's a lot of variations you can take here, whatever is within your practice. We're all at different levels. It's okay. This is not a race. Coming back to your standing split. Left leg standing, right foot is lifted. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to your chair pose. Sweep your arms up, bend in your knees. Check your toes. If you can't see them, bump them back an inch or 2. From here, inhale, press your palms together. Then exhale, chair twist over to the right. Hook your left elbow to your right knee. Palms pressed together at heart center. Maybe gaze is over your right shoulder. Knees are in line with each other. Inhale, back up the chair. Exhale, chair twist over to the other side. Palms pressed together, gaze is over, top shoulder. Knees are aligned with each other, not one chicken wing out in front of the other. Inhale, back up to chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Flow through your vinyasa. All right. Downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, flip it over, wild thing, maybe coming into your full wheel if it's within your practice. In full wheel, knees are drawing towards each other. Chest is proud, hips are lifted. Inhale. Exhale, left hand down, right arm high. And then exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Fall in triangle, maybe coming into your compass pose by wrapping your hand around your foot, reaching the leg out in front of you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, plant your left hand. Inhale, lift your right leg. Exhale, step your foot in between. High crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, shift forward, charging warrior. Inhale, come onto the both heels, lift off of the mat. Challenging your balance here. Holding this high crescent, charging warrior. Heels are lifted. Maybe you shut down your eyes to increase the balance challenge. If you fall out, it's okay. Just get right back up into it. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Lower your front heel. Then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, half moon pose. Right hand plants down, left foot lifts high. Maybe this time, on your last time through, you press your bottom hand down, bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Or if you could do that with your hands off of the ground, more power to you. It's hard to balance on carpet, I'll tell you that much. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, star pose. Left leg lowers. Arms lift up overhead. Hands to heart center. Exhale, goddess squat. Sink it down low. Challenging the heels again. Inhale, lift the heels off the mat. The quads are just like, bro, what are you doing? Don't worry. We're finding growth. That's what we're doing here. Gonna pulse it out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, rise up, star pose. Exhale, come onto your heels, shift your feet forward. Then fold over, pyramid pose. Maybe this time you could either go into your straight pyramid or you try to wrap your arms behind your back, pressing the palms together, and then fold over. This in turn opens up the shoulders. Mine aren't exactly where you need them to be, but that's okay. Taking it one step at a time, one day at a time. Opening up the shoulders, opening up the chest with a proud chest. Then inhale, standing splits. Left leg lifts. Maybe coming into your hop, or you could just take your right foot. What you're going to do is take the left leg, swing it up, which in turn is going to lift the right foot just barely off the ground. Hop, just like that. Your right foot is kind of like a dead leg, okay? Or you could just hop up into your handstand. Whichever is in your practice here. Working on the hops. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower on down and 1. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Press your palms together. Exhale, sink 1 inch lower. Inhale. Exhale, sink another inch. Hold here. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Chest is proud and lifted. Belly is drawing in. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Flow through your vinyasa. Whew. Meeting back in your downward facing dog. How we doing, guys? How are you doing? We got one more time through this sequence, then we're all good. Good to roll. Let's do this. Okay, down dog. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knee. Flip it on over to either A, wild thing, B, full wheel. Knees are trying to draw in towards each other here. Hips are pressing high. Chest is open. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, left hand plants back down. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow, or left leg high. I don't know why I said right leg high. Left leg high. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow, fallen triangle, or full compass pose. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step your foot in between. High crescent lunge. Inhale, rise up. Press your palms together. Exhale, charging warrior. Inhale, lift off of your front heel on both tippy toes. Both legs are engaged. Bring your right kneecap into your right quad. Left foot is strong. Torso is lifted. Spine is elongated. Latissimus dorsi muscles are wrapping into the center line of your body. Blood circulation is increasing to the upper half, creating a little bit of a challenge. Holding here and breathing. 3 more breaths. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse triangle. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale, half moon. Same variation you took on the other side. Maybe you bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Right hip is lifting. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Toes will come in, heels will go out. Any variation you want here. Before you fold over, inhale your chest up high. Then exhale, fold over. Maybe you come into a little headstand or a forearm stand. Maybe you just hit your ragdoll. Possibly coming into a full handstand if it's within your practice. I'm going to try a little bit here just for a second. My body feels nice and warm. Oh, the left hip just popped. Oh, boy. All right. Meeting back down in a wide-legged forward fold. 2 more breaths. If you're inverted, slowly lower back down. Then inhale. Plant your hands down. Exhale. Flat back, rise on up to your star pose. Come onto your heels. Shift your feet forward. Then pyramid pose over your front leg. As if you're about to lift off of your back leg, make sure you're pressing into the ground in your back leg. Both knees are drawing into the quads. Inhale, standing split. Maybe getting that little hop here by lifting your right leg up higher, which in turn gets your left leg, the dead leg, up a little bit. Whatever's in your practice. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg lowered. Right foot is lifted. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Hold here and breathe. Press the palms together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, chair twist. Hook your left elbow to your right knee. Maybe you open up your wingspan here. Inhale, slowly back up to chair pose. Exhale, chair twist over to the other side. Right arm opens up, left arm opens. Opening up the wingspan. Knees are in line with each other. Weight is in more in your heels. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga. Final one of class. All right, take a quick sip of water. Gather your thoughts. Oh, okay. I was going to do a little bit of core work, but unfortunately, we're a little short on time. So, I know, right? Boo-hoo. We're all going to be crying about it afterwards. All right. We'll meet back in downward facing dog. And from there, inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, half pigeon pose. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Right foot to left hand. Then coming down, making sure that your hips are squared. They're leveled here. Not squared, but leveled. Make sure your spine is elongated. Take a deep breath in. And fold over. Half pigeon pose. You could bring a block out in front of your head if you need to, or underneath your right thigh if it's feeling a little tight. Whatever variation you want to take here. Maybe you take your left arm and you reach it under, reaching over to the right-hand side of your mat. Wrapping your right arm up and around your back. Enjoying this nice, juicy hip stretch. One more deep breath in. And exhale out. Slowly bring your palms underneath your chest. Inhale. Going to lower onto your right hip. Swing your left foot out in front of you. Going to connect the sole of your right foot to your left thigh. Okay? From there, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over your left leg. If you want, if this is a little too tight for you, you could grab your strap and place it around your foot. Folding over. Or maybe you grab behind the calf, foot, whatever's within your practice here. Remember, I don't want you to feel any pain in any of these postures. So if you feel pain, back out of it a little bit. What I want you to feel is just slight discomfort. And even in that slight discomfort, you can back out an extra like 5%, and there's plenty of room for growth right there. Exploring our body, listening to what it's telling us in this fold over. Is your lower back pinching? Is there anywhere that is just feeling absolute pain? Inhale, slowly rise up. Take your left hand, grab the inside of your left foot. Right arm, inhale, reach up and back to open up your side body. Stretching out the latissimus dorsi, breathing space open between the rib cage. Spread the fingers wide apart so you could feel the elongation all the way down from your obliques, all the way up to your latissimus, reaching through your shoulder. Inhale, rise up. From here, both shins, you're going to take your right shin, it's connected to the ground. Left shin stacks on top of right. Just like so. From there, inhale your arms up overhead. Then exhale, walk your hands out in front of you. If it's feeling a little tight here, you could bring a block underneath the knee. Otherwise, folding over, getting a deep hip stretch. Inhale, slowly rise up. Gonna switch out your shins so the left shin plants down, right shin stacks on top. And then slowly walk your hands, or inhale, lift up your chest. Then exhale, walk your hands out forward. Getting your juicy fold over. Breathing into with each inhale, lengthening. With each exhale, reaching just a tad bit further. Right. And slowly walk your hands back up. And then exhale, extend your right foot out. Sole of the left foot connects to your right thigh. Gonna fold over. First inhale up. Then exhale, fold over the leg. If you need the strap, feel free to go there. This is an active pose, so feet should be flexed, trying to point them towards your face, which in turn lengthens your hamstring. Left foot is pressing into your right thigh, folding over. Inhale up. Hand is going to come onto the inside of your right foot. Left arm reaches up, inhale, and back, opening up the side body. Spreading your fingers wide. Inhale, rise up. Then from here, left shin is already planted down. I want you to lower onto your left hip, swing your right foot back. We're going to meet in half pigeon on the left leg. So make sure before you fold over that your hips are leveled, spine is elongated with a deep breath in. Exhale, fold over. Taking the same variation you took on the other side. Maybe reaching your right arm underneath over to the left side, wrapping your left arm around your back if it's within your practice. One more deep breath in. Bring your palms underneath your chest. Inhale, lift up to a three-legged dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Come onto your knees. Swing your feet out in front of you. And I'll let you, you can hit any other poses that you want to take before you come into your Shavasana. The video is about to end, so I just want to say thank you to everybody that watched. If you want to check me out on Instagram, it's handstanddan24. That's where you'll find my URL link to my yoga page, which is handstanddan. Otherwise, appreciate everybody for watching. Thank you. I'll see you next time. Namaste.